Welcome back to Molly's Diary. Now, this channel is about Molly, our soy rescue cat. But if you've watched the previous video, you will have learned that not long after we started to feed and care for Molly, she became pregnant. Now, we cared for her and the kittens after they were born, but as much as we loved having 5 tiny shadows following us around, the time eventually came for the kittens to find their own paths. So looking after 5 little ones was incredibly rewarding, but I'll be honest, it was a lot of work. So we spent weeks vetting the perfect families to ensure they'd be loved just as much as they were here. And eventually a lovely lady chose to adopt 2 of them, the little ginger male and one of the black males. Now they've gone to a big beautiful home here where her 2 little girls are going to take amazing care of them. But that left the remaining 3, a boy and 2 girls. Now we were really grateful when New Hope Animal Rescue right here in Chiang Mai agreed to take them in to help find their perfect match. But before the big move, we had to take one important stop along the way. Now on the way to dropping the kittens off at the animal rescue, we headed to the vet to make sure all the kittens were vaccinated and wormed, because we wanted to ensure they were 100% healthy and ready for their new start before we began the drive to the rescue centre. It was a bittersweet drive, but knowing that they were going to be in safe hands at the New Hope Centre made it all worthwhile. Her babies were going to be officially on their way to their forever homes. When we arrived at the New Hope Animal Rescue, we were immediately struck by the warmth of the people there. But before we could settle our 3 in, John noticed the large cage needed a little extra attention. So he got right to work making sure everything was secure and safe, giving us that final peace of mind that the kittens were in the best possible hands, as you can see here. They're in a very safe, well cared for environment. They even let us meet some of the permanent residents who are waiting for their lucky break. As you can see, the place was very well cared for. The cats are all happy and very friendly. And this is the lady who runs the New Hope Animal Rescue. And leaving the kittens was really tough, but seeing the dedication of the people there made it so much easier. And we know those little 3 kittens are going to find amazing families, just like their brothers did. With the kittens settled into their new lives, it was finally time to focus entirely on Molly. So our first priority was getting her desexed, because we wanted to ensure her days of struggling to raise litters on the streets were officially over. So while she was at the vet, we wanted a full health check. Vaccinations, worming, and blood tests. We took her to our local vet in Hang Dong in Chiang Mai, and we knew that she was quite underweight, but the results showed us why, because Molly had been fighting a silent infection. And because of the infection and her surgery, the vet decided it was really best for her to stay for a few days. She was put on a course of antibiotics and monitored closely to make sure she regained her strength. It's a reminder of how tough life on the streets can be. Now, Molly had been so brave for her kittens, but now it was finally her turn to be looked after. So with the infection cleared and the surgery behind her, as you can see, her true spark has started to return. But the biggest surprise came from the vet's final report. When they looked at her teeth and development, the vet confirmed something we'd never expected. Molly is only just about a year old. Now, she was barely more than a kitten herself when she was surviving on the streets and raising 5 babies of her own. So it explains so much about her energy, and it makes us even more determined to give her the carefree childhood that she never got to have. So now that she's healthy, Molly's real life is starting to begin. No more survival, no more kittens, just a year-old girl discovering what it means to be a beloved pet. So thanks so much for following Molly's story and for caring about her and her kittens. Now, this is just the beginning for our spicy Thai tortie. We can't wait to see her personality truly shine. And if you want to see her adventures evolve as she explores her new world, just make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.